Hey everybody, this is my Halo Infinite weapon list. This is based on the campaign, not the multiplayer. I have not played the multiplayer at all, actually, because I'm a campaign person. So I've been playing through the campaign, and I've tried all the different weapons and everything, and I've decided to put them in a list of most useful, or I guess least useful to most useful of the 22 weapons. And this is on the campaign on heroic difficulty, so I don't know if it'll be different on other difficulties. Number 22, the Bulldog. It's probably the worst shotgun in the Halo series to date. Only 21 rounds can be on you at any given time. The spread is too large for even close range, and the damage it deals is so minimal that after I run out of ammo in the 7-round magazine, I might kill like one brute. Halo finally came out with a shotgun that I don't feel guilty wasting ammo on grunts. 21. The Cinder Shot. Horrible attempt at a hard light grenade launcher, in my opinion. Rounds do a fair bit of damage, but with how much the rounds bounce around and never explode where you want them to, it's never going to be an asset, really. I think the footage I have is of the upgraded Cinder Shot, and it was much better, but still not worth it. Number 20, the Heat Wave. The weapon is alright, except that it does not very much damage overall. I think the rotating crosshair is kind of unnecessary and adds nothing to its usefulness. It just needs a buff, really. Just not good enough. And it's kind of like the hard light shotgun, and I think this game just has an issue with, making good shotguns. Number 19, the Disruptor. I want to like this weapon, but it basically deals no damage. The shock potential for groups of enemies and EMPing vehicles is nice, but the weapon almost never kills, isn't as useful now that we can, grapple jack vehicles, and grenades have always been best against groups anyways, so there's too many things vying for what the Disruptor wants to be. 18 is the Hydra. It feels awesome to shoot, but it takes too long to kill enemies and vehicles with it. It's not a rocket launcher. A rocket launcher actually does damage. And it's not a commando, because a commando can actually, do headshot damage and shoot fast enough to take out infantry. It's not either of those things. It's not good at taking out vehicles. It's not good at taking out infantry. The lock-on feature is pretty good for close range, but it doesn't lock on for very far distances. And like most higher health enemies, like big brutes and higher health elites, they just shrug off, You'll shoot all 18 rounds, direct hits, and they'll still have their shields. It's ridiculous. Number 17 is the Skewer. And it packs a punch, but it's super hard to shoot, and you can get that shot to land on a vehicle or a high, value target, then it's pretty useful, but it's not going to stick with you for too long with only 4 rounds. The Assault Rifle is number 16. This weapon isn't bad. I've never been too keen on the AR's usefulness in Halo before, but this one makes a good effort. It's probably the best AR since Bloom has become a thing in Halo Infinite, or in Halo the series at all. And the 1.4 zoom is kind of nice, but the bloom and kickback from that zoom is kind of a lot, so keeps it back from greatness. And 15 is the Mangler. It's useful to kill enemies fairly quickly. Like, it's a pretty good weapon all in all, just direct close to mid-range combat. But I absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. It drags down the pace of combat, and it isn't fun. It's only this high because of its high damage per round, but the bullet drop is so large that it's not good past 30 feet. It's just a discount Mauler from Halo 3. Bring the Mauler back so we can have a passable shotgun. From here on out, are weapons that I would actually choose to pick up, like, at any given moment. Like, I will choose these weapons to go in a fight not knowing what I'm going to fight or what I'm going to come up against. Number 14, the Plasma Pistol. It's great against bosses. It can't EMP vehicles anymore, but with how much shield it can take down in a short amount of time, makes this useful against any elite, since their shields always take a lot to drain otherwise. Single fire is akin to shooting marshmallows at the Banished, so it really only has one use, but that use is great. Number 13 is the Pulse Carbine. It's great against jackals and slow-moving enemies. It's pretty basic and an alright pickup when your better weapons run out of ammo. Its quick rate of fire can help drain shields, and if you get headshots, it can kill fairly quickly as well. Not really much else to say about this. It does run out of ammo kind of fast for my liking, but that's that one. Number 12, the Stalker Rifle. It's a sad attempt at redoing the beam rifle. It's fine as a low ammo, slow firing variant to the Commando, but it's not the alien sniper rifle we deserve. Its only saving grace is its effective range. Not much killing power on like elites, but basic brutes and other smaller enemies are perfect for it. Well, I mean, the basic elites are fine, but anything bigger than that, they're just, yeah, you can't kill them fast enough. It's not a sniper rifle equivalent. 11 is the Needler. This weapon is pretty sick. At close range, it will kill most normal enemies. Shielded elites might need multiple super combines, but with its tracking, it does not take long to take out some tough enemies. It's lackluster with bosses, honestly, and the mid-range gets a little iffy with all the shots spraying randomly and not really finding a target. It used to have a much longer range, I think. The bloom is kind of aggressive, but if you're really close range, then the bloom doesn't even matter. Number 10, the Sidekick. It's a surprisingly good pistol. Headshots with this can kill elites fast, can kill a lot of things fast. I hate the design. I absolutely hate the design. Doesn't feel like a Halo pistol to me. I mean, if you look at Halo 1, Halo 3, those pistols, they were much different in their design. I mean, I know people will say, what about the Halo 2 pistol? But even the Halo 2 pistol feels like more of a Halo pistol to me. This one just feels like an exact replica of a pistol we have in the military now. Like, what is it, the Sig Sauer M223, something like that. It's not a future. We're not going to be using the same pistol 500 years in the future. Number 9 is the Energy Sword. With the health buff that the shielded enemies received, this became drastically less useful than it has been in previous games, but its lunge has a good range, and its damage output is respectable. Don't expect to out-melee a Zealot with full health, even if you do get the first hit, though. They will just, they'll come right at you. Even if you get 2 hits in, you're not gonna kill it. But it doesn't mean it's not a good weapon. Number 8 is the Shock Rifle. This thing can really shred. Slow firing, and it uses a lot of ammo, like 5 rounds per shot, something crazy like that. But if you can get headshots, it only takes a couple to bring down powerful elites and a few more, or powerful brutes, I guess, and a few more for like the higher level elites. It's a great addition to any loadout. Just make sure you have enough ammo. It's very deceiving when you think you have 20 rounds in a magazine and you shoot 4 rounds and you're out. Number 7 is the Gravity Hammer. It's the slowest gravity hammer of the series. Pair this with a grapple shot and you're a force to be reckoned with. In previous games, I was always, torn between choosing the Energy Sword and the Gravity Hammer for different situations, but in this game, there is a solid winner. The Gravity Hammer beats out the Energy Sword by far. Number 6, the Ravager. Of the new weapons introduced, this might be my favorite one. It does just butt tons of damage, and it fires quickly, always useful against any level of infantry and even bosses. It packs a punch. Number 5, this might be a surprise to some people, but it is the Sentinel Beam. The very lackluster weapon in Halo 2 that just nobody ever used. Yeah, it is amazing. It might have the fastest kill time of any non-power weapon. It will fry enemies so quickly. It runs out of ammo pretty fast, but it's reloadable, and I kind of like the ammo difference here where you can actually keep reloading it. Same with all plasma weapons and stuff. You can just walk over different plasma weapons and reload them. I do like that feature, and it works really good with the Sentinel Beam with how powerful it is, because it's great. You don't want to lose it. Number 4, the Commando. It's also a weapon that I absolutely hate the design of. Why make a new rifle without the bullpup design in a series known for their rifles having bullpup designs? But I cannot deny how good it is at just being another battle rifle, pretty much. It's like a lot of times I'll choose a battle rifle and a Commando just because it's the closest thing I can get to having just 2 battle rifles. Number 3, the Rocket Launcher. Really comparable to the Halo 3 rocket launcher. I wish it had 2 more reserve rounds, but it's a good addition with 6 total rounds. It's always dangerous, but the slow-moving rockets will they'll miss a lot. I will say you have to get used to it. I feel like it's the slowest rockets of any in the series. Maybe just it might be right in on par with Halo 3, which I was never a super fan of Halo 3 rocket launcher. But it is still super useful against vehicles, and it's just a great weapon. It's a great weapon against bosses too. Number 2, the sniper rifle. It's really good. It's what you expect from a sniper rifle. It's still powerful, even though all the enemies got a health buff with their shields and everything. And it has slightly less ammo than I think it should have, but it's as accurate as it needs to be and powerful as it needs to be. Multiple headshots are needed for the more powerful enemies, but it does not diminish how great this weapon is. And obviously, number 1, the only weapon I hadn't touched yet, was the battle rifle. Absolutely amazing weapon. It is. People were saying it's closer to the Halo 2 battle rifle, and I would say yes. They kind of strayed away from the classic Halo 2 design in I think 4 and 5 both had it, and it was all right, but it wasn't great. In this one, it's really good again. They brought it back to its greatness. It's better than. It's probably better than Halo 3, and not quite as good as Halo 2 battle rifle. I am definitely a Halo 2 fanboy, so I might just be biased there, but it's great. It's effective at pretty much any range with a quick kill time at any of those ranges. It's a must-have weapon that is always useful. Best version of it since the original, I would say. And the design is on point. They went back to the classic design, as they should have. It's slightly updated, but it looks good. So that is the list. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And stick around, and I might do more things like this. So, alright. See you guys.